Hello everyone, and welcome to a lesson on how to do some rapid manufacturing. So what this is going to be about is when you have a part, so say I've made this simple part right here, say it's part of like a hinge or something like that. I'm going to like put some bolts or something through it. I don't know, some kind of plate. I'm going to put some bolts through it. And I want to turn this into something, and I want to do that by either laser cutting it or 3D printing it. Now we're going to have a separate in-person lesson on how you would choose whether or not this would be better to laser cut or 3D print. This is just going to be a conversation about how you actually generate a file for either of those things. So for 3D printing, it is super easy. It's not that much more difficult for laser cutting, but we're going to do 3D printing first because it takes about 10 seconds. So what you're going to do is right click on the tab of your part, so right here, right click, and then press export. And here you're going to change this format from step to STL. And this needs to be in the units millimeter, okay? That's really important. If it's not in millimeter, the 3D printers here, the software that they are in, it's easiest for me if it is in millimeter. Otherwise, it'll come in at the wrong scale. And because I am taking these parts from you and you're just going to be submitting them to a form when you're ready, then I don't know what scale they're supposed to be. So I won't be able to correct for any issues in scale. So you need to put this in millimeter, otherwise it's going to be wrong. So the only two things you need to change are this needs to be STL and this needs to be millimeter. Everything else, leave it like normal. And then you'll press OK, and this will download your part. This is the file that you're going to upload to the 3D print form, and you're done. That's it. That's all there is to it. Okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about laser cutting. For laser cutting, we need to generate a two-dimensional file because we are going to be taking this and cutting. We're going to take a flat material and cutting out a path on that flat part that already exists. We're just going to be drawing on it with a laser, essentially. So we need to make that drawing for it. So the way that we're going to do that, I'm just going to hit this so that notification goes away. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to pick a flat side of our drawing. I'm going to go sketch, and I'm going to click on here. And I'm going to make a new sketch on the face, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an offset. So the reason we have to make an offset is because there is something called kerf. Kerf is basically the width of the laser. So as the laser goes around cutting on the line of whatever drawing we make, it is going to cut away additional material because the laser has a thickness. So when we make this drawing that the laser is going to cut around, we need to account for that thickness. Now, sometimes that kerf doesn't really, quote unquote, matter, right? If it doesn't need to be a super precise fit, it's something that is a little bit negotiable. However, if you're trying to get two pieces to fit together perfectly, that can matter. So we need to make our line offset to account for that. So right here, there is this offset tool. You can see as I hover over it, it says offset. And so I'm going to click on each of these outside lines, and you see how it generates a new line that goes inside? And now we want this to, instead of going inside, we want it to go outside. Because we want think about how the laser is going to be, so it has a thickness, it's going to go around. If it was inside, it would cut away extra of our part. We want to go outside. Now I'm going to come here, and I'm going to set the kerf, and I want it to be 0.003 inches. It's really small, But like I said, if you're trying to get something to fit perfectly, it matters. So we want to set it. And if you zoom in, you'll see there are 2 lines here. Now, for things, and that's for stuff that are on edges, okay? For edges, you want to go outside. And for cuts that are inside of a piece, you want to make it go inside. So I'm going to go in right here. So it's inside. Again, think about how the laser is going to go around. If it was right here, you'd be cutting off extra material. So you want that curve, that offset drawing to go inside. So 0.003. And again, if you're zoomed in, you'll see that it is inside. Lasers are thin, but they're not infinitesimal. So we have to account for that as we're making these drawings. Switch it to the inside. 0.003. Do it one more time. Hey, come here. Oops, sorry, I've anchored it. I've gotten on this weird angle. There we go. 0.003. All right, so now I have all of those lines redrawn. You can see with that offset tool, it's really not that bad. If you do have a super complex drawing, it can take a minute, but even then, because you're only doing like the outside edges, it usually doesn't actually take that long. When you're all done, press the check mark, and you can even, I would like rename this as like laser cut sketch, so that it's super clear and you know what the heck that is and you don't like accidentally delete it. Once you have this drawing, we need to put it into a new type of file. So we're going to press the plus, and then we're going to do create drawing, and then we're going to go to custom templates. All the ones they have aren't quite right. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to say that we do not want to include a border and we do not want to include a title block. And so it's going to make this blank thing for us. Now, this is 8.5 by 11. It's a normal standard size piece of paper. If I go over to my Part Studio, and I know this, oh, also if you don't know that this is here, this is your measure tool. You can click on it. I know that this is 3 by 5, but you know, if you don't know the size of your thing, you can double check it. So this is 3 inches by 5 inches, right? And it's that little extra bit bigger because of I'm measuring the drawn lines rather than the actual size of my shape. So we want to make this drawing just a little bit bigger than that so that we don't have this whole huge piece of paper. Just because that's going to make it easier for me to fit a bunch of different drawings on the laser cutter at the same time. So I'm going to right click. So to open this panel, I click these multiple sheets of paper, right click on sheet 1 and press properties. I'm going to change size to custom, and then, you know, it's 3 by 5, so maybe I'll make it 4 inches, or sorry, because it's 5 across, so maybe 6 inches by 4 inches. So now it's like about the size of my thing. You know, it doesn't have to be totally perfect, but there's a little bit of wiggle room for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here, insert view. I need my view scale to be 1:1. We want it to be the correct size. If you do like 2:1 or 1:2, it's going to be either double the size or half the size, which is presumably not what you want. And then I'm going to press insert. And right here, this one is going to import your part, which is not what you want. We want to go to sketches, and then you want to choose your laser cut sketch. See why we labeled it? This is why we label things. And then you're going to bring that down here and plop it on. Ta-da! Look at that. It's beautiful. So this is what the path that the laser is going to follow. Hopefully this makes sense now what we were doing. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to export as an SVG. That's all you need to do. And press export. It'll download, and then you submit this to the laser cut form. And that is how you get your parts made through rapid manufacturing. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and happy rapid manufacturing.